Hogwarts Legacy. Let's talk about it. Hi, Pinkies. So every year I get this weird cough thing and it makes my voice way deeper. I hate it. Please bear with me. So chances are there's probably two reasons that you came to this video. One, you don't have any idea what kind of controversy surrounds this game, but you really want to play it. Two, you do know the controversy and you have no intention of playing the game. Or three, like me, you're kind of just in it for the drama. So if you don't know, at this point, J.K. Rowling is pretty much an on-record transphobe. She's written a really strange essay that goes deeply into why she doesn't like trans people or doesn't approve of their identities or whatever. There's tons of video essays on that. Here's two that are really great, but we're not really going to talk about that so much as separating the art from the artist. Now, if you're worried about putting money in J.K. Rowling's pocket, don't get the game. At least some of the money will be going to her no matter what. When it comes to J.K. Rowling's control over the Harry Potter franchise, it's pretty obvious that's not going away anytime soon. Now, if you've been following the behind the scenes of Warner Brothers, you know that they've been passed around from company to company over the years because, contrary to popular belief, it's not as lucrative as you might think to be a movie company. Currently, Warner Brothers is owned by Discovery, and David Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, he said that there hasn't been a Superman movie in 13 years and there hasn't been a Harry Potter movie in 10 years. Neither of these statements are true. The last Superman movie was a long time ago, 2013, but that's not 13 years ago. There hasn't been a mainline Harry Potter movie in quite a while, but the Fantastic Beasts movies were coming out. I think he knows about those. If you've been following the business side of the Harry Potter franchise, the Fantastic Beasts movies have made less and less money each time one of them has come out. The writing has also declined quite a bit from like a creative standpoint. So there is a possibility that not supporting this game will contribute to the falling of this franchise in the future. When it comes to supporting this game, I don't think that you're really making some kind of statement that you side with J.K. Rowling if you buy this game. If you look at the IMDb page for Hogwarts Legacy, you'll find that the only credit they've given to J.K. Rowling is characters in universe, which makes me think that maybe she has a producing credit as well, but for the most part, I don't think she had any writing on this game or much input at all. So at least from a creative standpoint, don't think that you're enjoying the work created by J.K. Rowling. You're supporting the work of these different artists and creators who have put lots of time and effort into writing this story, creating this game, an experience that they've made for you, not J.K. Rowling with her transphobic opinions. But for some, the idea that you're still putting some money at least in J.K. Rowling's pocket for buying this game is enough to put them off from buying the game at all. I totally understand that, and when it comes to separating the art from the artist, it's something that for me is pretty easy to do. One of my favorite writers is H.P. Lovecraft, who, if you read into his life at all, was a pretty horrible person. Racist, homophobic, pretty much all the phobics of the time, even a Hitler supporter, at least until the end of his life. But a lot of his work has nothing to do with that. It's all about these Cthulhu monsters and ancient demons from beneath the ground. Horrors of his imagination are really the reason that I enjoy his writing, not any strange opinions he had in his real life. A more modern example would be the artist Joji, who before becoming a musical artist was more of a prankster comedian type on YouTube who did some pretty crazy things. If you watch the old Filthy Frank videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. Cancelable offenses. And it's interesting to me when artists like him or maybe Kanye West will easily be able to get out of past things that they've done because people can so easily separate the art from the artist when the art is good. Joji is widely respected, and because he's widely respected, people can write off his old behavior as a character he was playing for YouTube. And strangely, I can too. This is something that would be really hard to express to an AI or some kind of robot, but from a human perspective, of course all art is inspired by real life events, and everybody takes their own perspective and experiences and puts them into their art. So to separate an artist from their own art is something that's really hard to do. We can always hope that J.K. Rowling will be removed from future projects in the Harry Potter universe. We can tell ourselves that someday we might be able to return to the Harry Potter universe the way that we did when we were children and didn't know any better. It's very interesting to draw comparisons to the Star Wars universe and the Harry Potter universe. Star Wars fans are crying out to bring George Lucas back. Without his influence in the Star Wars universe, something is missing. I myself really do love a lot of the stuff that the new Star Wars franchise has made, but when I watch those George Lucas movies my mind creates a disconnect between them and the new stuff. Even if J.K. Rowling is completely removed from the franchise and whatever beautiful writers take on this franchise and create new stories with characters from all different backgrounds that reflect the world we live in, I don't know that J.K. Rowling's influence will ever be truly removed. Part of that is how much control she has over the franchise, but part of it is just that it's her creation. Even if J.K. Rowling dies today, the franchise was still created by her. Even if you go far into the past, the spells, the locations, the characters, they're all hers. That was a huge tangent, but let's get back to Hogwarts Legacy. I don't think there's anything truly controversial about Hogwarts Legacy except maybe uninspired design. I don't think there's anything wrong with you if you want to play the game or watch new Harry Potter movies or contribute to that franchise in such a way that still supports J.K. Rowling and her beliefs. As a fan of the franchise, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. We can wish for a future in which J.K. Rowling isn't involved anymore, but at the end of the day, that's not the world we live in. And if you want to play the game, go ahead. Alright, Pinkies. Sorry about that video. I just had a lot of thoughts about this new game and separating the art from the artist and all these concepts that have been rolling around in my head. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave a like if you did. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to, and have a great day. Bye, Pinkies.